Well, I'm here with Dave Lindsey, who's the Managing Director of Laser Process. Dave, I understand you've been in the industry since its early days. How has it changed during that time?
Well, I've been laser cutting now for just about 30 years, and as you'd expect in any new technology, the biggest change has actually been in the equipment that we're using. It's changed enormously, not only in the way that it produces end product that we're working on, but also in the way that the machine is controlled. In the early days, the operators were required to have a lot of input into the parameters to guide the machinery, whereas today these parameters are controlled within the programming offline, and therefore taking a lot of responsibility away from the operator.
And how has Laser Process coped with the changes in technology over the last 3 decades?
We've been fairly fortunate because we've been fairly busy most of the time. We've worked our machinery hard, and we've changed it fairly regularly for the latest, I should say, equipment. So we've kept up to date with the latest technology and always had the best available equipment.
You seem to be very successful in creating good relationships with your customers. What do you put this down to?
Well, it may sound a bit glib, it may sound a bit of a cliche, but it's all down to people. We have a good crew of people working for us, all friendly people, all get on well with each other, and we encourage the same sort of relationships between them and our customers. We like to think of our customers as our friends and treat them accordingly. We don't look at them just as a means to an end.
Well, the last 2 years have been very difficult in terms of the economy. How have you managed during this time?
As you say, the last 2 years have been very difficult, and we have suffered along with a lot of other companies. Things have been very difficult. We did have to make 1 or 2 people redundant in the early part of the recession, and we had to trim our costs to make sure that we didn't suffer unduly. However, it was difficult, but we've plugged at it, kept going, encouraged new sales as far as we could, made sure that our existing customers are getting the best possible service, and we've ridden through it, and we're coming out stronger.
So how do you see the future for British manufacturing and for Laser Process?
British manufacturing at the moment is having a bit of a resurgence. It's being talked about for a change. It's been a long time since people talked about manufacturing, but all the reports that we see at the moment seem to be fairly encouraging. However, there are 1 or 2 negatives. There's still talk of a possible double-dip recession, and we have a problem at the moment with rising material prices. And we're just hoping that these price increases don't affect the demand and send everything going back the other way again. But at the moment, everything's fine.
Thanks, Dave. Well, for more information about Laser Process, you can visit their website, which is www.laserprocess.co.uk.